sometimes the travel can be awkward. For instance, the other day, I met my ex-colleague on the tube, and her name is Jenny. She's in a long-distance relationship, and her phone is filled with dick pics. Well, I know it because she blocked me for sending them. Well, so I was standing there like a moron, trying to avoid talking to her. She came straight to me and said, Amog, if you're going to do it once again, I'm going to report. I said, Jenny, honestly, there is only one way to figure that out. Why don't you unblock me? Well, she got furious, of course, right? And that's called trying your luck or pushing your luck too much. Because luck is like farts, my friend. If you push it too much, it becomes shit. Okay, so in India, right, I'm from a place named Bangalore. It's in south of India, some of you guys might know. So whenever I feel like talking to somebody from Bangalore and I'm homesick, all I do is call my bank's customer care. They think they are talking to their colleague, you know. But one day, guys, when I called them, to my surprise, it was an English person on the other end. And she asked me, Mr. Murgo, what can I do for you? And her posh English accent confused me. So I asked her, don't worry about me, ma'am. Tell me, what can I do for you? Well, she's an English, very intelligent one. She handled it by saying that, sir, you are the customer, I am the service provider. And on the same call, she asked me to fix her laptop, which I did. Well, so I was working in California before I moved to London. The reason I moved is because this country has a lot of history. Just a little too much of history, because I ended up staying in a building which is 500 years old and plumbing 700 years old. Whereas if you talk about the American history, I think one of the oldest things you'll find there is probably their president, Joe Biden. But it was confusing when I moved here because you Brits don't speak what you mean. For instance, one of my colleagues told me, your sweater looks interesting, Amo, and I was really happy. Before I realized what they mean is, they would rather die than wear it. So on the other day, right, one of my colleagues told me that my day could be better, mate. What they meant is their mom just died. So if they tell me that Amog, you were a bit harsh, it means that I have emotionally damaged someone for the rest of their life. Whereas my American colleague, they're over the top, right? I mean, they would say awesome to everything, from their morning coffee to breakfast, even to colonoscopy. I really don't know what would they say if they really win $1 million lottery, because they've used all their vocabulary, like fantastic, awesome, amazing, super awesome, fucking awesome, on a bag of chips. So one good thing about bigger cities like London is that it gives you a lot of dating opportunities. So I met this girl on Bumble for the first date. And for the first date, I did all my preparation, right? I booked my lucky restaurant, I wore my lucky shirt, and I put on my lucky cock ring. Thank you, Tom. Tom is a guy who gave me that cock ring. I got it from him. Well, she looked at me and said, "Hi, how are you, Rajesh? How was your day?" She was so beautiful, her voice was so soothing. I ignored the fact that I'm not Rajesh. So dating went well. I mean, we were talking about so many interesting things like a garden, politics, war, religion. And then she slept with me on the very first date, guys. She would have continued sleeping, but waiter came and woke her up. Well, so Rajesh that day went alone with the cock ring on the wrong finger. And that comes to the end of the set, guys. You guys have been lovely. You guys have covered my lack of humor with your laughter. Thank you so much.